Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Unit 1 Electrostatics. The topic we are going to discuss is to find the value of electric potential at any point due to a dipole. So without wasting a moment, let us step into the article straight away. First of all, we need to consider a dipole, that is a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance, and let us suppose that minus q charge is placed at point A and plus q charge is placed at point B, and this separation is marked as 2A, which is called the length of the dipole. Now we will consider the center of the dipole as point O, and we will consider a point P at which we need to find the value of electric potential. Let us join the point P with O and mark this distance as R, such that this OP line is making an angle theta with the dipole moment, that is minus q charge to plus q charge P. Now we will suppose that this point P is at distance R2 from plus q charge, which is placed at point B, and this point P is at distance R1 from minus q charge, which is placed at point A. As we have completed this diagram, now we need to recall the formula of the potential, and according to the formula of the potential, we have V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. At point P, if we want to find the potential because of the charge which is placed at point B, we will say VB is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R2. And at point P, if we want to find the value of potential due to charge minus Q, which is placed at point A, then we can write VA is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon R1. So let us mark these two equations as equation number 1 and equation number 2, such that VB is representing equation number 1 and VA is representing the equation number 2. As we are already aware that in order to find the potential, we just need to add up the potentials due to the various charges. So in this case, we will do the same. That is, the potential at point P, Vp, is equal to Vb plus Va. Therefore, substituting the values from equation number 1 and 2, we are having Vb, instead of writing Vb, we will say 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R2 plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon R1. Taking the minus sign out, we have plus into minus, then the equation will turn out to be V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R2 minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R1. Now let us take Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught common, and we are left with the simplified equation, that is V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q multiplied by 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. Let us mark this equation as equation number 3 because we further need to solve this equation. Now let us go back to the diagram, and in the diagram we can easily see that R is slightly greater than R2. So in order to find the value of R2 in terms of R, let us drop a perpendicular from B point to OP line. So on dropping the perpendicular from B to OP, we will find a perpendicular lying on the point D, such that this OD distance is the extra length of R. Therefore, considering cos theta, trigonometric function, we have cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, and on solving we are having cos theta is equal to OD upon small a. Therefore, we are having OD is equal to A cos theta. As I said that R distance is greater than R2, therefore we can write R2 plus R2 is equal to R minus OD. Therefore, we have R2 is equal to R minus A cos theta. Similarly, now from this diagram, it is very clear that R1 is greater than R. That means if we will drop the perpendicular from A point on the OP extended line such that this perpendicular is lying at point C, which is an extended line of OP, then we will find, again taking the cos theta trigonometric function, we will find that cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, that is cos theta is equal to OC upon small a. And now we have r1 is equal to r plus OC, therefore r1 is equal to r plus a cos theta. Now we will put the value of r2 and r1 in equation number 3, therefore we will be having v is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon r minus a cos theta minus 1 upon r plus a cos theta. We will take the LCM in this case, and we will be having v is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and taking the LCM we have r minus a cos theta, we will write it in one bracket, and r plus a cos theta we will write it in the other bracket. And now taking the LCM we are having r plus a cos theta, just put the brackets so that there must be no confusion, minus, and inside the brackets we will be having r minus a cos theta. In the next step we are going to open up the brackets, therefore we have v is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r plus a cos theta minus r plus a cos theta, and we can cancel out r, and in the denominator we can just open up the brackets and we can write the formula as r square minus a square cos square theta. So in the numerator we have just cancel out r and r, so we are left with a cos theta, 2a cos theta. In the next step we have v is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2qa cos theta upon r square minus a square cos square theta. Now recalling the definition of dipole moment, we have 2aq is equal to p, that is dipole moment. Therefore replacing 2aq with p, we are left with the relation v is equal to p cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and inside the bracket we will write r square minus a square cos square theta, which is our equation number 4. And now we always know that the dipole is small, it is always of a short length, therefore for a short length 2a is small, and if 2a is small, a is also very small, and the square of very small term, that is a square, is also going to be very very small, therefore we can ignore the term a square cos square theta in equation number 4. Therefore substituting a square cos square theta is equal to 0 in equation number 4, we are left with the final expression, that is v is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, p upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square and whole multiplied by cos theta. So this is the final expression of the potential at point P, such that this point P is neither lying on the equatorial line of the dipole nor it is lying on the axial line of the dipole. So let us discuss some of the special cases over here. So if we will take that point P of observation is lying on the axial line of the dipole, then theta will turn out to be 0. Therefore we have v is equal to p cos 0 upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square, and we know cos 0 is 1. Therefore the final expression for v on the axial line will be v is equal to p upon 4 pi epsilon naught r squared. So this is our equation number 5. And now if we have to consider the potential on the equatorial line of the dipole, and that case theta will become 90 degree. Therefore we will put theta is equals to 90 degree, and we will be having v is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, p upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square cos 90, and we know cos 90 is 0. Therefore this whole expression will turn out to be 0, that is the value of potential on the equatorial line of electric dipole is always 0. I hope you have understood this article. If yes, then do not forget to press like, subscribe and share button, and do press the bell icon in order to get the latest notifications on my videos.